All right, I wanted to share this story, highlight this individual doing things a little bit different in the music game, a lot different in my opinion. So if you are someone in the music industry, aspiring rapper, aspiring singer, aspiring producer, please pay attention. I think this is I've never seen this done before. Okay, this rapper making roughly $85,000 a year freelancing. Um, if you're familiar, the site is called Fiverr. It's where a lot of freelancers go to solicit a lot of their skill sets. So you can as a customer, you can get on there. You can hire someone to uh, manage your emails for you if you're a business owner, create Excel spreadsheets for you, develop any sorts of software, apps, technology for you on Fiverr. And this gentleman has made a career out of freelancing on here with literally by rapping. I couldn't understand it until I watched a little bit of the video. I definitely had to share this. Uh, um, this to me is not only inspirational, but it's an example of how you can literally create a life for yourself, support yourself through entrepreneurship and other endeavors without without the need of being under some corporation or having to answer to anybody. Just literally using your own skill set. Right. So this is a good example. Very interesting. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
Look at how I did it. They ain't really feel it, but I had to make it happen to build up a foundation. Talk of the town, had to shut it down in the booth, stomping on the ground, got the ground shaking. There we go. Mic check 1, 2.
I drive a lot without the radio on. The silence is where the music actually happens. I heard someone say music is not the sounds, it's the silence in between the sounds. It don't come from taking things in, it comes from letting things cook. My name is Mike Burton. I'm 38 years old. I live in Houston, Texas, and I'm a rapper on Fiverr. I do songs for people's podcasts, for their YouTube intros, songs for loved ones. Anything where a song can be made that rap is required, I mean, I'm pretty much gonna do it.
That's how I like my combo. You can save your opinion. I'ma write it down, ball it up, then kick it with a 1-2 combo like that.
The process of making a song for Fiverr, I have it set for 3 days, but realistically, it can take me 30 minutes. If they give me a title of a show, I technically count the syllables. The name of the show is, I don't know, Get Money Now. Get Money Now. So you can go, get money now. We gonna we gonna get money. Count the syllables, you find the rhythm. You gotta understand who you speaking to and what do you need them to know in one sentence. And that's where I come in. I can chop up that sentence and then put words and rhythm behind it, and then it'll make it memorable.
Look at that, y'all. He used his skill set, which he's clearly good at, to earn himself over this looked like it was you could see it clear as day from 2017 to 2021, $500,000. $500,000. So I'm assuming that 85 or 82K is after taxes, probably. Yeah, because they do charge for you being on this site. But regardless, he generated $500,000 just utilize. You know what? I need to send this to a couple of people because I know people who are trying to break into the rap game and music producing, singing, and such. And like this is like he said, it looked like he was charging like $65. Oh, here it is. Average selling price is $95. So he's charging $95, and it's taking him 30 minutes to put it together. Probably, realistically, probably a few hours to get it all done. Maybe four. I would say maybe 4 hours to 8 hours. I'm just guessing from accepting an order, putting it together, getting the revisions, and submitting it. Probably one working day. And and uh, and he can do multiple orders at a time, and he's really I'm just blown away. $500,000. $500,000. You got people out here, pretty much rapping for free, trying to make it big when you could start with earning something that's going to give you not only give you um, uh, income to support yourself, but also um, help you tighten in and hone into your skill set and give you more content to be able to share and market yourself until that big day comes. This is absolutely like phenomenal to me. I've never even thought, I didn't even know this existed. This almost makes me want to get on and start and start and start a Fiverr account and start rapping. I could try. Why not? Right?
I grew up in a household that was predominantly R&B, jazz. It wasn't until about 90, 91 where I was around my cousins. They put me on Run DMC, they put me on Crisscross. Crisscross was like the entrance level. Like the rhythm was just so crazy, and I was like, what is this? I became obsessed with it. When I first started writing my own songs, I was maybe 10, and it was pretty much copying what I heard on the radio, Snoop Dogg. I just try to mimic and try to write like how they sound in my head, but it wouldn't be anything beyond just putting rhyming words together. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew that I eventually had to grow up and get a job, but I just couldn't figure it out. I saw people that had high school diplomas and they were working alongside me. So I'm like, I'm obviously not using the degree that I got. And I'm just like, what am I doing with myself? It just felt like a lonely path. So I'm like, I got all this energy. I'm almost 30 and I don't even know what I'm doing. And I felt like I needed to do something different, but I knew music was the epicenter of what I needed to do. It had to. So I was like, I'm too good. I believe in myself too much. It wasn't until many years later, I was actually in between work. For some reason, I got back on Fiverr and I saw that people were mixing songs and rapping. I checked out some of the rappers. I'm like, I don't know. I could do this. My first gig was I just didn't understand it. It was a kid. He said, make a song about how it's okay to listen to Eminem. That's so complex. And I was like, I canceled it. I was like, yeah, no, that sounds like a term paper, not a rap, not a verse. But then I came back again because, I don't know, just curiosity. And I was like, let me try it again. I was working, but I wanted to see if I can just make a little extra side money.
Look, this is key to not just with freelancing and Fiverr work, but just business in general. Um, this what he did here. Maybe he'll explain it after, but this is what we call testing the market. All right, he got on. He said, "All right, I'm just let me just see what people want out there. I'm not trying to get in here, like we saw before. He was charging minimum $65 to date. His average charge was $95, but when he started, he was charging $5 for 30 seconds. Right, and I'm assuming that the longer that it was, the more expensive from a dollar perspective, but the cheaper it was every 30 seconds, right? Meaning maybe a 2-minute song may have cost $15, you know what I mean, instead of $5 every 30 seconds, which would be $20. But this is the first step once you've created a business or wanting to get in, creating a product is testing the market. Don't try and get out. It's weird. It's not weird. It's common for people to want to jump right in and charge top dollar, and that's tough because you can't even get the data in to see if, one, is your product or service relevant to the market, and two, is your product or service good enough for the market? So get in there and test it. This is perfect.
And then they eventually called me in and said, Mike, can you come to the office? I was like, oh, I'm finna get fired. And they said, you know, we gotta let you go. They were emotional, like, chill, I'm gonna be all right. My manager said, I know you're still doing that music thing. I hope that works out for you. He didn't say it sarcastic. And I was like, I appreciate that, man.
Mic check 1 2.
All right, we're gonna do it like that. I'll make a rap for your Valentine's. I'll make a rap for people's birthday. There's nothing corny about making money off of what you're doing. There's nothing corny about that. So now I can fund the music I want to make. It's a win-win.
Yeah, absolutely. A win-win.
To be honest with you, I do feel like it can be increased, but I keep it that way. I feel like I definitely over-deliver with what you're asking as far as the skill. And then if you want a video, which is a performance of me rapping the original song, then that's an additional $100 to whatever you order. I'm writing, recording, mixing, filming, editing. The amount of work all that could cost is hundreds, if not $1,000. So I'm keeping it insanely low cost for what I'm doing.
I'ma write it down, ball it up, then kick it with a 1-2 combo like that.
I always have goals every year, how much I want to bring in. That drives me. That makes me go harder in December, makes me get ambitious. And I always want to make 100,000. And as I get to that, I want to make more.
But I had to make it happen and build up a foundation. Look at
There
how I
it
did
is.
it. They ain't really feel it, but I had to make it happen and build up a foundation. Okay. I just had to make me a song, yeah.
There are certain types of songs I won't produce. Anything with violence, cursing, profanity. I'll do diss songs, but I have to know that it's really just fun. Like, everything is very lighthearted and silly. The things that we make last beyond our lifetime, so why you want to leave some toxic sludge? And then I'm acting as a conduit for your ideas, and I don't want that sludge in my system. Making time for my own music.
That's real. That's real. This guy he's really a genius. I'm curious where he's at now. I gotta look him up.
Yeah. I don't want that sludge in my system. Making time for my own music is mandatory. I'll have no energy for anyone else if I don't make my own stuff. I've done it. I've burnt out. I start running out of ideas for people. But when I can do my own thing, then I get rejuvenated. And I said, okay, what you want me to do? I got you. You know what I'm saying? There's a time limit. I cut it off at a certain time, focus on family after that, going in and playing in the backyard, listening to music, which is mostly children's music, you know, Mickey Mouse, but I'm cool with that. I'm listening to the rhythm on Mickey Mouse. I'm like, oh, those drums kind of go hard, okay. You know, I can't turn that off. Balancing family life, work, it's a lot of plates. When you're a freelancer, you're technically never off the clock. Even if you're not actually working or if you're going to do something, your subconscious is always conscientious of like, I know I gotta turn something in, I know they want me to, it never stops. I couldn't imagine this would have happened maybe 10 years ago. I couldn't see it because the way hip hop was, the way social media was, everything had to align for people to be open to this idea. I was able to come at the right time, and it's kind of crazy. I do see myself sticking with this for the long run, but the big picture is to make what I'm doing its own thing because things change, times change. With songwriting, ghostwriting for other acts and artists, like I never want to stop writing. Writing has always been the primary component to what I do and what I love. Like I'll never stop writing. I love writing for artists. I love writing songs for companies, for businesses. So I'll never stop doing that.
I am curious. Let's see. Just real quick. I'm really curious. I wouldn't be surprised if he is, if he is doing bigger things. Let's see. Mike Burton. Music, maybe? Let's see. No, this ain't him. Of course, it's another Mike Burton. But I'm seriously curious as to like they didn't put any of his. Oh, here's his Fiverr profile. It's got 6,000 reviews. Um, oh, he did some work with PUBG. For those of you who aren't familiar, is I think it's a game or something like that, some sort of gaming system. Mostly 5-star reviews. I really want to know. Oh, okay. Let's see. It does not have. Oh, so he raised his price. Good for him. Good for him. Oh wait, no. This is a commercial that he did. He did this commercial for.
Living life to the fullest, but still I'm need you to hear me screaming that I need my freedom. I got power and strength, can't stop, I can't. Everybody shouting, everybody clapping. Yeah, what's really happening?
That's very interesting. That is very interesting. So he did a big commercial, and this was in 2018. Said the project cost was anywhere between 400 and 600. Sure, it's more now. It should be more now. But if you listen to that and you heard that, you would see that that's a very like I've heard that type of like music before, like in the background. Because I was earlier in the video, I'm saying like I never even thought about this being an opportunity for someone uh, to generate their own income and do their own thing. But almost because I'm sure you all know, most commercials lean into hip hop. Like it's a culture that is hated on. At least the individuals within it are hated on, but it is, in my opinion, the most um, uh, used and imitated culture in the world, and that is the hip hop culture, right? So, but I say that to say like, damn near every commercial these days has that same theme, that same type of feel of music, and he just got right on into that. And I mean, Bic is a huge company, a huge brand. Um, and if he's able to just every if he's especially if he's able to secure some sort of contract with them where even he only charges them you know $2,000 per per project, right? But he's secured a 5-year contract with them where every time they do a commercial, a new commercial or a new ad, they use him. Like, he's in there, right? And to me, if I came onto his profile and was looking for a professional, that's what I'm looking at. Like, oh wow, he did a big company commercial. I'm trying to book this guy, right? So again, I really wanted to show this for not just a little more specifically to those in the music industry, but really to anybody who is looking to get into entrepreneurship. Like, this is an example of how you take your skill set that you have today and you flip it and turn it into a profitable endeavor. And there's nothing wrong with getting paid to not only do something that you love, but to do something that you're good at. I've been trying to explain that to a lot of people that I know that are literally sitting on gold mines these days. Like, people are sitting on gold mines and they don't even know. Like a lot of stuff that he described in this video, people are doing for free. You know, when he talked about how it can be, how much he charged. I think he said he charges $100 to shoot a quick video with him singing or rapping the song or singing the song or whatever. And how that could be thousands, hundreds and thousands of dollars, but he's only charging $100. There are people that are literally creating content, whether it be with someone else's art or with their own art for free. You know, and so he you take that same energy that you put in to do something for free and just try it. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. You know, but like you said, the timing was just right for him. As he was leaning into this endeavor, he had lost his job, and you know, it was just right. And it's funny, I had a similar experience somewhere around that time with being laid off from a job that I was at, and it actually propelled me into a better life that I have now. You know, and you know, it for me was kind of the same thing. Like it was preparation met opportunity. I was already working on things, getting things done for myself, leaning into some things, and I was actually more stressed out because I didn't have the time that I wanted to have to pour into the other activities that I was doing. And then boom, God came and you know, set it up to where I got, you know, I was getting laid off from my job, and it was actually a sigh of relief when it was all said and done. I was stressed when I first got the notice, but by the time I was out of that job, it was actually a sigh of relief. Like, now I can really lock in and you know, give certain things that I was trying a try, and I'm here today, you know, with a you know, a business, really leaning into entrepreneurship and all sorts of other endeavors. A lot of the stuff that I had lined up for my 5-year goal, 10-year goal, I completed simply because the timing was just right. So, you know, there's that. You know, never be afraid to strike when the iron is hot as well. So, but this was dope. This was dope. I hope you guys are as inspired as I am, or more inspired than I am, with this guy. Congrats to this man, Mike Burton. Let's give him a round of applause, or let's give him a hell yeah. It'll work. Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. All right. This was a good one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's Ricky Rich for Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.